Alright y'all, so I got a Kawasaki Prarie 300 here. I need to swap the carb out. It's Friday night. I busted my ass today, so I want to work on something. This is really the time frames I can do stuff. Plus, I'm just amped up. So let's get into it, man. This is a Facebook Marketplace purchase, by the way. When I got it, it ran like the video I'm about to tag into this. I'll chop it in there so you could watch me ride it. But yesterday I tried to turn it on and it was sputtering. So let's get into it. Alright, so in order to pull this carburetor, we're gonna have to pull this gas tank. What you do by these two bolts here. Now, mind you, this is a Facebook Marketplace, so a lot of these bolts are missing. So it's gonna be a little more easier access for me to get the stuff. Let me turn this wheel. My bad. The wheel's in the way. But I wanted you to see where this. Hold on. Okay. Right next to this gas cap, there's this nut here that's blocking off this, and I'm guessing this is usually where that little line goes into the gas tank to like free it of air. So we're gonna do something about that. I've got some stuff coming in the mail. I don't have that now though, but we'll get it right. All right, so now we're gonna pull this gas tank. And everything we're doing, we've got a tray over here. Not trying this. We've got a tray over here. Oh, that's what that's for. That's all this stuff not going to turn it. We've got a tray over here. Right there, that's where we're keeping all the nuts and bolts, and we're going to mark them in this muffin tray. It makes it really easy to organize stuff like that too. Just a little trick of the trade. Alright, so now I'm going to pull this tank. I've got the nuts out. I need to take this gas cap off, and then I'll be able to remove this plastic cap here. Voila. And then we're going to put this cap back on so we can move this tank properly. And there is our carburetor right there. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's right here. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is take these hose clamps loose so I can move this carb around. And then once I'm able to move it around, I'll start taking these hoses off. This is my first time ever doing something like this with an ATV, so wish me luck. Now this is a Facebook Marketplace, remind you. So they actually took this and removed the shutoff valve and like splice it straight into the tank. No oil filter. I have oil filters. We're going to change that. This is just the cost of buying stuff on Facebook Marketplace. But we're going to clean this up. I can tell you right now that thing is filthy. I just ran some engine cleaner through the gas tank and I didn't complete the cycle. And ever since then, this carb has been getting stuck. So I want to pull it and clean it. compression. Now this is going to be a little tricky because this fuel line has no shutoff valve, so I'm going to have to get something to stick inside that tube to stop it from leaking. But at the same time, this gas tank is empty, so whatever falls out, it's not that bad. Alright, now we're going to take the choke out. This is the choke right here. Get you something, needle nose or a small wrench, because you can't get your fingers in it. It's really tight fit. I broke the seal already a little bit. Once you pull that choke out, it's got a little plunger on the top of it. You're going to want to watch out dropping that. I've got a mat down under me, but you still don't want to drop that. It's super important. Alright, I've got this bead loosened. I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to show you this little tip that's on the top. You do not want to lose this on the carb. This is for your choke. I think you'd have to buy a whole new carb just to get that piece, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, not as broke as I thought it was. We're going to continue to break it. Here's this piece right here at the top. Let me see if I can get you into focus a little better than that. This little piece right here, this is the choke. And this little piece right here is only held on by a spring. You want to be real careful with that. I'm going to just tuck that right here out of the way. Like I said, I've got a mat under the four-wheeler, so if I drop it, I can find it. Just be careful with that. I'm almost positive you have to buy a new carb just to get that piece. Don't quote me though. Don't quote me. Alright, so now we're going to take out the main fuel line, which is right here on the bottom. And then we've got the throttle. Should be fairly easy, I hope. If the hose breaks, I've got plenty of hose right here, so I can cut it and put it back, but I'm hoping I don't have to cut it. Ooh, that is tight. Alright, there goes fuel line. Oof. I should have put a drain pan down here. But if you could see the inside of that bad boy, she's dirty. I wonder what the inside looks like. So what I used was this engine cleaning solution inside this gas tank, and I ran it, and it basically cleans out your engine, which it does work. But the bad part about it is if you don't do it correctly, or if it just by chance some of this debris gets in your carb, you're cooked. Because right now my float is going in between stuck and unstuck. It's got a lot of debris down there, so you can tell it's been dumping gas. Don't mind this gas that's dropping. You can tell it's been dumping gas. And once that float gets stuck, you can sometimes tap a hammer or something light right here and break it loose, which I was able to do. But you really want to break this down and clean it out, and that is what we're about to do. This is going to be fun. Like I said, this is my first time, so if this is your first time to enjoy this, because I'm kind of scared. Alright, so carb is loose. This is the last part right here. We've got to take this housing off. Basically, this is where the throttle connects into it. Once we get this throttle out, we can start tearing this down and cleaning it out. Now, I'm not necessarily sure what you have to do to clean this carb out. I'm going to be studying on that between ChatGPT and YouTube. It's going to help me, and I'll be able to show you how to do it. But once I get this throttle out, I'll be able to break this thing down and hopefully clean her up. You see all those scratches? I don't know if you could see them in the camera. There's a bunch of scratches on the front of this. That's from me beating it with a hammer. I don't recommend doing that. just take it apart like I'm doing now. I was just being lazy. I didn't want to have to do all this, but I was looking online and actually didn't look that hard to do. So now we're doing it. All right, so let's get this off. All right, let's get this body off. All right, so it looks like one screw. I'm using my impact for everything because I'm spoiled. But I'm not gonna pull that thread out all the way. I don't wanna, it's plastic housing, I don't wanna do too much to it. All right, and then we're gonna put this in the muffin tray, and then we're gonna mark it for what it is. This is a good way for me to keep organization and everything because I am not an organized person. There she goes. So this is actually cool. This throttle body has like a little hammer, which is real convenient because some of these don't, and you have to like anchor them on there to pull them out, and you don't this. So this is going to be real easy. Yeah. Let's do it. Sorry. Take this out. Oh yeah. I'm doing it right. Am I? Am I doing it right? This is the throttle. There's a little hammer there. Oh, you know how do you do it? You spin it like this. And bring it around the front. And then you pull it up and out, right? But it's gotta come straight out there. There we go. This is gonna be really tough putting back in though. There she goes. So I should be able to pull this out now. How do you do that? You gotta loosen this? This is fun. Oh no, this bolt. Whoa. Take it out. I'm gonna put this over here as well, so I know what that's for. And then I'll loosen this bad boy. Make you a wrench for this. This might not be the best way to do this. Damn, where's my adjustments? Listen, this is overkill. Don't copy me. I'm just using what's close by me because everything I have is spread apart. I have so many tools, but they're everywhere. Be organized. Learn from my mistakes. That's because I'm going the wrong way. I've got this backwards. All right, so carburetor is free. You can see all right, so carburetor's out. You can see this light's really bright. Let me change the color so we could see it a little better. You can see the dirt build up. I've wiped a lot of this out. But that's no good. This thing has like really tiny pins in it that move stuff around, like that bad boy in there, and that little bit of gunk will clog it up and it won't run properly. So we're gonna take this apart, and then yeah, hopefully we can get it running back the way it should. This is factory, and I really would rather keep this than get the one that I ordered, because I do have one on the way. Last but not least, we're gonna grab this spark plug out of here and replace it with this new one. Just want to cover all my bases. Like I said, this is a really good quad. At first I thought the stator was bad. Tested it out, it was good. And I'm sure whatever spark plug is in there is probably trash, because this is not a snorkeled four-wheeler. It's been in mud. I don't think it's been submerged, but it's pretty, there's dirt everywhere, and that's just from mudding. I've already cleaned the radiator in the front, and I'm just trying to go through everything and get it right, because I'm going to ride it for a lot, but I'll probably sell it, because what I'm trying to do is I have 2 other quads. I'm trying to refurbish all 3 of them so I can get a big boy, and then the second one I get, I could just go get it from the dealership, and then I'll have 2 brand new ones. Yep, so that's the goal. You know, sometimes you got to work hard for what you want, and that's what we're doing out here. So let's get this spark plug out, and yeah, put a new one in. Alright, so this is where the spark plug seats. There's this little boot that's over it that clicks right into it when you click it down. This one is actually pretty loose, and when I pulled it out, which it looks like this, mine says an orange boot. This is the 2002 Kawasaki Prarie. Here's the spark plug. From the naked eye, it does not look bad. I don't know what size socket this is, so I'm gonna have to go find that socket. I think I might have it on hand. That'd be awesome. But yeah, I'm gonna take that bad boy out. Let's put the new one in. Alright, so we got the proper tools. I found a 16mm that went around this new spark plug I put in. So I'm gonna try to pull it with that. I'm just guessing it's probably the same size. This is a little tight space, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to use this, or I might be able to have to shorten this length. We'll see. Damn, this one that's in here looks a lot bigger than the one that's in here. I don't know if this is the correct size. I don't think so. This is not the correct size. This is a tad bigger than that, but I need this one. So I'm gonna go run to the shed and see if I can get another one. All right, I'm back. I think I got it now. All right, dang, this thing's been recording the whole time. All right, so I was able to get that out. This is what the spark plug looks like. It's a little burnt. So, yeah, we're gonna put that new one in. I hope this is the same size, man. This looks like the original spark plug too. That's wild. It lasted long.